Mastering Your Finances, a comprehensive guide to combating inflation in 2024 with 7 practical tips. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's been on everyone's mind lately, inflation in 2024. I know, it's not the most exciting thing to talk about, but it's affecting all of us. So let's get real and figure out the solution to tackle this inflation monster. A comprehensive analysis of January 2024's economic landscape. So, it's 2024 and guess what? Inflation is still hanging around like that unwanted guest at a party. Sure, it's not hitting us as hard as it did a couple of years back, but prices are still playing tricks on our wallets, dancing above the Federal Reserve's 2% target. As of January 11th, 2024, the U.S. annual inflation rate is chilling at 3.4%. Not as wild as the 9.1% peak in June 2022, but it's enough to make our everyday purchases a bit pricier. Let's break it down. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics spilled the tea on some major categories. Motor vehicle insurance, up by a whopping 20.3%. Veterinarian services, up 10.8%. Shelter, it's not the rent party we hoped for, up 6.2%. Even grabbing a bite outside or cooking at home is getting more expensive. Food away from home costs are up by 5.2%, and food at home costs by 1.3%. And don't get me started on medical care, with a 4.7% increase. It's like everything's doing the price hike shuffle. Now, I know most of us haven't hit the jackpot with a salary boost that matches these inflation rates. So if your budget is feeling the squeeze, you're not alone. But fear not, because I've got 7 tips that might just save the day and help you keep your hard-earned cash where it belongs, in your wallet. Tip number 1, cut the extra stuff. Let's talk about cutting the fat. No, not at the gym, but in your expenses. Take a look at your weekly and monthly spending and see if there's anything you can kick to the curb. Do you really need that video streaming service you never use? What about that monthly beauty box or gym membership you forgot you had? And if you're paying someone to do chores you can handle, maybe it's time to channel your inner superhero and tackle them yourself. Even the smallest expenses can add up, trust me. Tip number 2, grocery game plan. Next up, grocery shopping. Yeah, I know it sounds basic, but making a few changes here can seriously beef up your bank account. Instead of splurging on name brands, try out the store or generic versions. You'd be surprised at the savings, around 20-25% for virtually the same product. And forget the fresh produce guilt trip. Frozen fruits, veggies, and meats are just as healthy, last longer, and can cost you up to 50% less. It's a win-win. Tip number 4, power down. Those bills. Now let's talk about cutting down those energy bills. Keeping the lights on and the place comfortable can drain your wallet quicker than you can say money. But fear not, my friends, because a few small changes can make a big impact. Fix those drafty doors and windows, turn that thermostat up in the summer and down in the winter, swap out those old-school incandescent bulbs for LEDs. They're not only energy efficient, but also cool, literally. And hey, if you're due for some new appliances, go for the energy-efficient ones. Shorter showers, washing clothes in cold water, and fixing leaky faucets. These may sound small, but they add up to a 25% reduction in your energy bill. That's money back in your pocket. Tip number 4, don't waste gas. Alright, let's talk about that liquid gold we all need, gas. Depending on your ride, a full tank could set you back $50 to $100 or even more. Crazy, right? So let's make every drop count. Instead of hitting the gas station daily, plan your trips efficiently. Make a list for the week and tackle your errands in one go. Mapping out your stops can save you not only time, but also gas. And here's a pro tip. Cut down your speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. It might not make you the speed demon on the road, but it can improve your fuel economy by a whopping 14%. Also, turn off your car when you're waiting in that school pickup line. Idling can chug down up to half a gallon of gas per hour. Ouch. Tip number 5, pay off your debt. Now let's tackle the D-word, debt. Monthly debt payments from past splurges can be a real budget killer, so make it a mission to pay them off. Start by at least hitting those minimum payments every month, but if you can, throw in a little extra. It's like a money-saving bonus round. And here's a golden rule. Use cash for your current expenses. You don't want to dig yourself into a deeper debt hole. Cut those credit cards some slack and watch your financial stress melt away. Tip number 6, increase your income. All right, let's talk about making more money. Yeah, I know, easier said than done, right? But hear me out. First things first, consider asking your boss for a raise. Seriously, the worst they can say is no. And if that doesn't float your boat, how about turning your hobby into a side hustle? That passion project of yours might just be the key to unlocking some extra cash. And if you're drowning in stuff you don't need, why not sell it? Your trash might be someone else's treasure. A little extra income never hurt anyone. Tip number 7, keep saving for the future. Now here's a tip that's crucial, especially in these uncertain times. Keep saving for the future. Yeah, I get it, the present is tough, but investing in yourself is non-negotiable. Financial experts swear by having 3 to 6 months of living expenses stashed away in an emergency fund. You never know when life will throw you a curveball. A sudden job loss, a health hiccup, or a leaky roof. If you haven't started building your emergency fund, now's the time. Even if it's just a small amount each month, it adds up. And as your financial ship sails smoother, amp up that savings game when you can. Thanks for tuning in today as we tackled the ever-present issue of inflation in 2024. Remember, these are just a few practical steps to keep more money in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And hey, share your own money-saving tips in the comments below. We're all in this together, and your insights might just be what someone needs. Stay tuned for more content on tackling financial challenges, staying savvy in today's economy, and of course the occasional deep dive into those not so exciting but crucial topics. Thanks for joining us today, and until next time, stay wise, stay frugal, and take care of that hard-earned cash. See you in the next video.